So I know it's been a while since I filmed a video. I believe it's been about a week, which I think might be a record for me, but I'm not sure, so don't quote me on that one. But it's just because I moved out of my apartment and I'm living out of a suitcase and my stuff is just scattered between 3 different apartments, and it's just hard for me to film because I don't have all of my makeup with me. And I'm just kind of trying to enjoy the free time that I do have and spend it with friends. But I figured that I should still put up a video for you guys because you guys deserve it. And the one thing that I could find that was worth reviewing out of all the stuff that I have with me is the Nars Makeup Cleansing Oil, which I picked up about 2 weeks ago, I want to say, at the Nars event that I went to. Oh, and on a side note, if you can hear any kind of traffic, I apologize for that in advance because this apartment is located kind of on a busy street, so it gets kind of loud sometimes and there might be some crazy people walking by. But that's just the city that I live in. So, anyways, back to the oil. You all know that I love the matte cleanse off oil, but I ran out. So while I was at the Nars event, I figured I might as well just pick this up just to try it out because I had been really curious about it. And there are some differences. Now, I don't have my MAC one physically with me. I did save the bottle because I was planning on doing a comparison video, but I didn't pack it with the stuff that I would be using. I put it in a box and taped it up. So I don't have it with me, but I think I can still do a comparison. You guys can check it out online if you want to know more about the MAC one. But first off, as far as size goes, the Nars Makeup Cleansing Oil is 6.7 fluid ounces or 200 mils, and the MAC one is 5 fluid ounces or 150 mils. So with Nars, you're getting just a little bit more. And the packaging looks like this, and it has a twist top just like the matte cleanse off oil with a pump that you press down. So this twist top allows you to close it, so it's great for traveling and it won't spill everywhere. Now, the Nars oil is pretty much in the same realm as the MAC cleanse off oil. It's the same concept behind it, but it is a little bit different. The Nars oil you can use either wet or dry, whereas the MAC oil you have to use it dry first. So your hands cannot be wet with the MAC oil when you put it on your face, otherwise it will not remove your makeup properly. So with the MAC oil, you have to put it onto dry hands and apply it onto a dry face and then massage it into your face and just kind of let it melt all your makeup away, and then take water and rinse it off your face, and it just kind of changes into a milky lather, washes off your face, doesn't leave any kind of residue, and it doesn't have an unpleasant scent or anything. And it's great for people whether you have dry skin or oily skin. It just removes all of your makeup and you don't need to worry about breaking out when you're using an oil to remove your makeup. I have very oily skin and I know I was very hesitant to use an oil to remove makeup, but it doesn't make you break out. I think it actually improves your skin because you are getting every last drop of makeup off of your face. So with the Nars oil, you can actually use this one wet or dry. So it doesn't matter if your hands are wet or dry. It'll still work and it will still remove your makeup, which I kind of like because it can be a little bit frustrating with the MAC oil if your hands are slightly damp and you put the oil in your hands, it just totally deactivates it and you just have to completely dry off your hands and wait for your face and your hands to be completely dry before you use the matte cleanse off oil. And I get a lot of questions about the MAC oil, people telling me that it's not doing anything, and it's most likely because your face is either a little bit damp or your hands are a little bit damp. They have to be dry as a desert for the matte cleanse off oil to work. But with the Nars oil, it doesn't matter. You can use it wet or dry, which I really like. The Nars oil is definitely thicker than the MAC oil, which I don't really know if I like that. I definitely don't like the feeling of having a thick oil all over my face. It feels different when I put it on. It doesn't have an unpleasant scent, the Nars one, and it still does its job. It removes all of my makeup. I usually just take it with dry hands just like the MAC one, and I apply it on my face dry and just massage it in my face. And then after I get all of my foundation kind of melted and ready to be washed off, I'll go into my eye area and just kind of massage my eye area, and it also dissolves eye makeup as well. And I do the same thing with the matte cleanse off oil. And they both remove makeup very well. But I have to say that I think I prefer the matte cleanse off oil to the Nars oil, just because I don't like how thick the Nars oil is. It does remove my makeup, but I feel like my skin doesn't feel as clean when I wash it off as it does with the matte cleanse off oil. I'm not sure if it's because of the thickness or what it is, but I do like the matte cleanse off oil better, which may be a shocker to you guys because I love Nars. My all-time favorite makeup brand is Nars. So that just goes to show you guys that, you know, just because I love Nars doesn't mean I'm going to love everything from the brand. So this is $40 and the matte cleanse off oil is $22. So you are getting a little bit more with the Nars, but I don't think it's worth spending $40 on when you could just spend $22 on the matte cleanse off oil. I personally prefer the matte cleanse off oil, so I'm just going to be finishing up this Nars makeup cleansing oil, and then I'm going to go straight back to my matte cleanse off oil because I personally do not think it's worth it to spend $40 on an oil that is pretty much exactly the same thing as the matte cleanse off oil. The only difference is it's a little bit thicker, which I don't like about it, and you can use it wet or dry, which really isn't a big deal for me because I'm used to how the matte cleanse off oil works. Okay, so as far as ingredients go with the Nars cleansing oil, I'm not really sure what's in it because it doesn't list the ingredients here on the back, and I think the only place where it did list the ingredients was inside the box that it came in. There's a little pamphlet. I think that's where the ingredients list was, but I threw that out when I was packing, which now that I look back on it, is it really like the smartest thing I could have done? But oh well, what can I do now? I think the only way you can find out the ingredients is if you buy it, number one, or if you go to a counter, you can ask them what's in it, or if you do a really intense Google search, because I don't think they list the ingredients on the Nars website. So, yeah. But with the MAC oil, they list the ingredients on the website, so you can check out those ingredients. I do know the MAC one is 100% mineral oil free, which is good, because you don't want to be putting mineral oil on your face. And I also have heard that baby oil is bad to put on your face, but don't quote me on that one. I'm not sure. I've never used baby oil, but I've heard that it's not good to put on your skin to remove makeup. So yeah, that is my little review on the Nars makeup cleansing oil, as well as a little comparison with the matte cleanse off oil, which is here in spirit since I don't have the actual bottle. And I'm sorry I don't have it here physically with me, but I don't think it makes too much of a difference. You guys can check it out online, and it would have just been an empty bottle anyways. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I promise I will be back on my regular routine as soon as possible. I am only here for another week, so then I'll be back at home and things will just kind of settle down and go back to normal. But thank you all for hanging in there with me and giving me such great support. I really, really do appreciate it. And a contest will be coming up as soon as I can possibly put one together. So thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a lovely evening. Bye!